mentioned yoga, right? So that could, so basically the AI could be your yoga teacher in a way, right? So with machine vision, it can basically find out edges and corners and see if you're doing the pose in the right way. Are you bending your back enough, or is your leg pointed the right direction, what angle, and all of that, right? So it can show you that, okay, there's this much percent you were off with that pose, and it'll make you do the right pose.
This podcast would be watched by a lot of healthcare professionals as well, so they would have some doubts about what is this machine learning AI, since we are using AI in most of the smartphones today in various other ways. So what is this underlying thing, like what is machine learning and what is something like some people call deep learning? How are these two different, or how are they related?
So these are all techniques involved in training AI. So AI would be like the broader spectrum of everything. So AI is a broader spectrum, and then deep learning is a specific technique or inside machine learning which involves neural networks and specific type of transformer architecture used for training large amounts of data and large amount of unstructured data that we don't have that much of an idea about, right? So machine learning and deep learning are basically just words. It's more technical, and I know it's used in a non-technical sense all over the place, but it's more for people on the technical side to understand. But AI as such is consists of all of these techniques, and once it's applied to data, right, what we hope to get out of it is insights. And today these insights are acted upon by professionals in, for example, healthcare or any other industry. It can make its own decisions also, like we said. Now it's AI assisted decisions.
So sometimes, look, I had one of my customers who was into the teaching of yoga, right? Yoga and recovery using yoga and things like that. So she was a teacher of this, and at that point of time we wanted to do something on bots. We have this chat bots, right? So she was like, okay, I teach yoga at certain point of time and I'm available and only this number of hours, but I get a lot of inquiries, and how do I make sure that I respond to each of these inquiries? And so she said, can AI or chatbots help me? At that point of time LLMs were not there. This is early 2016 2015 times. So we said, okay, we can make a chatbot, and she had a specific questionnaire, like what are the questions that she's supposed to ask the patients, and then the patients would answer that, and then she would recommend these kind of poses. Let's say, oh, okay, you have a back pain, can you exercise for 15 minutes? What's the kind of lifestyle do you follow? Is it very sedentary, or are you very active? How is the pain? Is it a throbbing pain, or is it like a very light pain that you have? So there were certain questions that she would ask, and then she would help. So we made a Facebook Messenger bot where we asked the questions, and she had put few poses of videos or steps of poses that you need to do based on this. So the consultation on AI was free, and if you want more information, then you had to book a calendar slot and pay for that subscription. As well as if you wanted a video instruction of how to do that, then you had to pay. So it was like a free plan, then the video instruction plan, and the in-person interaction. So this was a business model that we had done. But today, if this was to be done, then people would use something more like an AI. Maybe use a video 3D doctor that would speak to you and make you feel good. So I think this is in the last 7 years, it's been a great change of how we solutionize things.
So today, if you consider the growth in machine vision, which is basically fueled by AI, like you may have seen a lot of editing done on videos done by AI as well. So using machine vision and then leveraging AI along with that into sort of yoga, like for example you mentioned yoga, right? So basically the AI could be your yoga teacher in a way, right? So with machine vision, it can basically find out edges and corners and see if you're you're doing the pose in the right way. Are you bending your back enough, or is your leg pointed the right direction, what angle, and all of that, right? So it can show you that, okay, there's this much percent you are off with that pose, and it'll make you do the right pose. And of course, if you enter like certain information about where you have pain, what pain, how much pain, I mean, that's of course relative, it can suggest poses to to improve those, right? Because all of that data is anyways there. Of course, there'll be a lot of training required on it, right? But with LLMs and all of the videos that we have of yoga online, right? I think training it is a lot more easier, right? So in LLMs, there's this thing known as zero shot or one shot or few shot learning, where if you have to teach an LLM something about, let's say, yoga pose, it does not need hours and hours of video to learn. Maybe a couple of videos should be enough. So yeah, I think definitely I've also heard of certain startups and companies investing in this heavily, and I'm pretty sure with people nowadays being more aware of lifestyle and healthcare and how you should divide your day, the work-life balance and all of that. People are investing more in workout and exercise, and yoga is definitely a part of that. And apps and software like this will definitely help get people on board and do it remotely without the whole cycle of getting into your vehicle, going through all of these roads, reaching the studio, doing your workout or yoga, and then come back, right? So yeah, it's definitely slowly gonna revolutionize that industry. It's gonna reach a lot more people through this, because even in India, the 4G and 5G connectivity is very good, right? You can reach the most remote corners of the country, and things like this will catch up on the whole awareness